don't get mad. It's just what it is. Yeah, we talking sports, shout out to Ingravenvids. Yeah, this feels like a dream.
Team Keep It Clean. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. And man, it be your own people. Your own people. It's your own people, man. It reminds me of Black Panther, the movie. Because they were all from Wakanda, but M'Baku, he wanted the throne. And then it takes me back to even Thor, the Thor movies. Odin, Thor's daddy, he was like, hey, you next up in line, Thor. But Loki, he was like, he was jealous. So he tried to step in line and take the throne from Thor. But anyway, before we get into this episode, gotta give a shout out to Manscape. Shout out to Manscape. They are the sponsors for this episode. Of course, Manscape, y'all already know who Manscape is. They, if you want to keep it extra clean, you already know it's Team Keep It Clean, but if you want to keep it extra clean, then you can go to manscape.com and use code KeepItClean, all one word, all together. Keep it clean. For not only 20% off, but free shipping as well. So not only 1/5 off your order, but free shipping as well. Not only a discount off your order, but free shipping as well. So you know how Aaron Rodgers does a discount double check? Well, he used to. I don't think he does those commercials anymore. But this is the Manscaped double discount. Because you get a big chunk off the order and you get free shipping too. Normally you will pay for that stuff, but it's on the house this time. So use code KeepItClean. First they came out with a lawnmower. Then they were like, you know what? Let's redo this. And made it look even better. They came out with a lawnmower 2.0. Then they were like, you know what? Let's even redo this. And came out with a lawnmower 3.0. Then they were like, you know what? Let's redo this again. And now they're on the lawnmower 4.0. 4.0. And again, my favorite thing about it is the LED lights, the LED battery lights. So it lets you know, it's like a flashlight that sort of guides you, but it also has an LED battery light that lets you know, hey, it's time to charge, big dog. It's time to charge this thing up. But anyway, use code KeepItClean at manscape.com and they'll take care of you. So, it be your own people. Your own people. Last night, and I'm recording this on Monday at 9:21 a.m., by the way. Hope y'all are having a good week. I know y'all will be hearing this on Wednesday or whenever you're listening to it, but I appreciate y'all. We just hit 42,000 subscribers on the main channel, which I'm excited about, happy about. But hey, we got to keep it moving. That's a nice little milestone, though, 42,000. Shout out to Pat Ricard. But last night, well, let me take you back a couple of days. My wife, she has been doing a really, really good job at her job. I told y'all I'm like super, super proud of her with how she even like it. I remember when it initially got announced, like she had got a promotion while being at home, and like that was something that was just, it was kind of weird to me because I almost feel like, not that you can't perform while you're at the crib, but to get a promotion, I just thought that was just, I thought it was kind of weird. Not but in a good way, obviously, because that's not a bad thing. But she had got a promotion while working from home, and of course the situation is what it is with the whole pandemic and whatnot. But I was just like super proud of her and really happy, and she was really happy, and she's been doing really good. So in that promotion, somebody who she works with, she had got, this lady who she works with got her a gift card to Target. Yeah, the $25 gift card, just to say thank you. I'm like, man, that's cool, man. That's really cool. That was really nice. I loved it. So she loved it too, because I mean, we like Target. But before I was not a big fan of Target. I really wasn't. I just thought they were whatever. I thought they were like overpriced with stuff. And I mean, some stuff in there can be a little pricey now, but I was just not a fan of Target before. But recently, I love it, man. Love it. Even got the little Target card, even though they made me jump through some hoops to get it. I love Target because the card, they give you 5% off every purchase. And it's like I'm with it, man, because they don't have any rewards or anything. Well, sometimes they'll send you coupons for like 20% off. That's every once in a while though. They don't send it too often, but it is better than nothing. And with the 5% off every purchase, that's better than nothing. And obviously, we haven't purchased anything like crazy big from Target, but in the event that we do, that 5% will make an even bigger difference. But I'm with it, so I appreciate any like again with the Manscape. That's 20% off. That's a lot, man. So 5%, even though it's not that much, it does make a difference, especially over time because they send you the savings that you had within a year. So that's nice to see. Like, oh man, like had I not had the card, then I would have paid a lot more money. Well, not a lot more, but a significant amount more. But anyway, so we love Target. Rock with Target. Carter loves the pizzas in there, and they're really good. Like, and it's weird too because I remember one job I used to work at like years ago. On my lunch breaks, I think it was it when I worked? I think it was when I worked at a school. On my lunch breaks, it was a college, because when you say school, I automatically think of like elementary school or high school, something like that. It was at a college, at being an online college. No, they had in-person classes too, but it was as a admissions advisor, admissions specialist, whatever it was called. But what they did there, or what I did there on my lunches, and the lunches, like, they were an hour, but they really felt like they were 2 hours sometimes. I love that job so much. But anyway, on my lunches, sometimes I would go to the mall, get food. Sometimes I would go to Target, go get a pizza. Sometimes I would go to Publix, order a sub. And man, when I first found out that you could, order the subs online from Publix, like, I know a lot of, if y'all are up north, then ain't no Publix up there. I think Publix is the most northern Publix are in Georgia, I believe. I want to say Georgia. But with Publix, their subs, they are great, man. Like, if you love Subway, and I'm not a big fan of Subway, I don't care about it. I never go there. I did have a period in time when I was going there, like, I'd say about maybe once a week. Maybe, like maybe 2-3 times a week. But I forgot what job I was working at back then. But anyway, that didn't last like too long though, me going there that frequently. But with Subway, they cool or whatever. But Publix is like, if you like Subway, then you will love Publix, because Publix subs are far better than Subways. But anyway, once I found out you could order them subs online, that was it. Because I would order them online while I was still working, so I could be efficient. Shout out to Greg Roman in the Ravens office. So I could be more efficient with my time, with my lunchtime. So I wouldn't have to spend some of my lunchtime waiting in line for them to make it or ordering it, and then I would order it a little while before I would go on lunch. So once I went on lunch, it would be ready already. I could pull up. Hey, there goes my sub. And they had what they would do before. I know they can't do this now. Well, you know what? Everything's opening up now, so I don't know. But what they would do before, they would put your name on it. They put your name on it, and they would put it in this little designated section. You see your name, you see your sub, you pick it up, you go to the front and pay for it. Unless you pay for it online. But anyway, you go pay for it, boom, you're done. Super simple process. But them Publix subs are really good. Anyway, sometimes on my lunch, I would go to Target and get the pizzas, the personal pizzas. And sometimes I'll get them with breadsticks. It's just so good. They are really, really good. And it's weird because those personal pizzas from Target, it's Pizza Hut pizza, but they'll be better than a regular Pizza Hut pizza. And it's so weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Target, like, they got some special marinara sauce or something that they use. I don't know what it is. But the Target pizzas, the personal pizzas, are better than the pizzas at the actual Pizza Hut. Now, the personal pizzas directly from Pizza Hut, they're good too now. But the ones, and they probably are like a little fresher too, because Target, they make a bunch of pieces and they just have them sitting there. But Pizza Hut, you got to order it and then they make it. You know the drill. But Anyway, so back to, see, you see how easily we can get off track? That's why we needed a podcast, man. Because we could go left when we'll be heading right. But if we make a slight left, then that left could take us for a whole nother turn. But anyway, it's all good. So my wife, somebody that she works with got her a $25 Target gift card. It's like, oh, cool, that's nice. $25 at Target, depending on what you're trying to get, it's not really going to do too much, but hey, it's still significant. And everything counts. Again, like the 5% off everything, that counts. 5% off your total, that counts. It counts. So anyway, last night, Sunday night, we went to Target. And we went to Target, and she said, and look, this how I knew this. I said, to be your own people. She tried to okie doke me. And at first I was like, nah, you're not getting away with this one. What she did, she was like, hey, I need to go to Target to get some milk. Because she was thinking, before we left the house, she was like, oh, is my gift card in here? And but it's actually a digital gift card. So she pulled it up. It was on her phone or in an email or whatever. And she's like, okay, I can use this. I need to go to Target and I need to get some milk. So, okay, cool. So we drove to Target. And we were in Target. And it's me, my wife, and Carter. We in there. And she's like, oh, let me get a shopping cart. And I'm like, I was like, what do you need a shopping cart for if you're just getting milk? She's like, oh, it's gonna be really cold if I have to hold it. And I was like, nah, I ain't going for that one. Cause you don't need no shopping cart just for no milk. Cause if you just getting milk, then you would just go get the milk. And I even told her, I said, I'll hold it. You ain't even gotta worry, I'll hold it so your hands don't get cold. But then she went and got the shopping cart anyway. And then I was like, oh yeah, she trying to okie doke me. She ain't just come here for no milk. No way, she ain't come here for no milk. Yeah, not if you, nah, So we went, and on the way to the milk, she was like, oh, you know what, let me get some bacon. Cause Carter loves, in the morning, he's been loving having bacon and eggs for breakfast. So she'll make him some eggs and bacon for breakfast. He loves it. But anyway, and me, I've been loving breakfast a lot more too, because blame McDonald's. It was about like a month ago. I don't know why we went there. I don't even remember what day it was on. But one day we had went to McDonald's, got breakfast, got the hash browns, got orange juice, and I think I got apple pies too. But I love those hash browns. I love them. I love McDonald's hash browns. Burger King hash browns are cool too, but McDonald's hash browns is just something different, man. And that orange juice, that little fake orange juice they got, I love that too. It is so good, man. It's so good. I love it. And ever since I had that day, like a month ago, I had been wanting it like every day. Not even just in the mornings, but like every day I had been wanting it since then. So then some time passed, and we, I don't know what we were doing in Trader Joe's. She got me there too. This was like a couple weeks ago. But we're going to get back to Target in a minute. But a couple weeks ago, went to Trader Joe's. What does she need from Trader Joe's? She said, I just want to, they have some nice little flowers. I just want to look at some flowers that are in here. Just to see them. Just so we could just get some flowers for the house. I said, okay. It is what it is. All right, let's go to Trader Joe's. Let's go look at some flowers or something. So we get to Trader Joe's. They got the little flower display in the front. Like, okay, cool. Then we go inside Trader Joe's. They got the flower display, like, right when you walk in the store. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we walk out of Trader Joe's spending like $65. And I think we got like one thing of flowers. One like set, or not a bouquet, but a little small planter of flowers. And that was only like maybe like $4 or $5. And I was like, oh, you got me. You got me. I said, you okie doke me. You really did. You said you came in here for flowers, and we come out like most of it. We got 5% flowers. The other 95% ain't no flowers. But that trip ended up being beneficial because I had grabbed this tangerine juice, and I was telling my guys Modis about this too. And I grabbed the tangerine juice, and I had grabbed this orange juice. Oh, it is so good. It is so good from Trader Joe's. Man, it's so good. But anyway, I grabbed that, and I'm like, oh, this is good. This will be so good with hash browns too. So then I end up going back to McDonald's sometime after that and getting the hash browns. But I was like, oh no, I got the orange juice at the crib. I don't even need to get orange juice from here. Even though I love that orange juice, love it. But I'm like, I don't even need to get it from here. So go back home, have that Trader Joe's orange juice with McDonald's hash browns. Perfect. Oh, it's so good. But then I'm like, you know what? Trader Joe's. I told my wife I need to buy my own hash browns, and she was like, yeah, Trader Joe's has them. And I said, huh. So guess where we went to, and guess what happened? I know y'all already know. So we went to Trader Joe's just for hash browns. Just for hash browns now. And same thing. As soon as we got in there, she looking at something else. I'm like, ain't no hash browns over there. That is not the hash brown section. She's like, oh, I just want to see the... Boom, same thing happened again. We go there for hash browns, come out with like 50 other things. But I did get some more orange juice and tangerine juice, which is gone now. And the hash browns, we just finished the last hash brown this morning. That's so good. So I'm going to go back, but I'm going to have to go back alone. Because if I go with her, then she get to picking up this and that and every time. Told you, my wife, my own wife, okie dokie me. And then, now we back to Target. Back to last night at Target. So we at Target again. She said, I just need milk. But she went to go get a cart. And you don't get a cart for just needing some milk. So on the way to the milk, like I said, she picked up the bacon because Carter likes his bacon. So okay, cool, no problem. And then she gets the milk. And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna look around a little bit in here. So, oh, okay, yeah, I bet. So we end up, we go through the grocery section a little bit, go through the home section a little bit. She didn't really see anything. I didn't see anything either, because sometimes I look for little different stuff, like little plants and stuff for the office, but I didn't really see anything. It's funny that with Targets, like, I'll find different stuff at different Targets. And if I've been to a Target already and look for stuff, like, to put in my office, then I never find anything new there. Like, once I find something that I like there, that's usually the only thing that I find, and then that's it. I don't ever find anything else. But I'll find different stuff, like, at different Targets. Like, because it's happened that way, to where I guess it seemed like they just re-up on the same stuff. They don't have anything new. They don't bring in anything new. So I guess to find something else that I like for the office, I gotta go to a different Target or just a different store, period. But anyway, so we go through the grocery section, nothing. Go through the home section, don't find anything. Then we make it to we go through electronics. Like, I don't really see anything, because that is one thing. They did send me a coupon for, I think, 20% off an electronic item, something like that. Let me see. Oh, 10% off for one electronics or video game item. It expires on May 22nd. Today's the 17th. Okay, so I got 5 days. Cool. But anyway, we go to the toy section. So she's like, all right, Carter, you can, Carter in on it too. She's like, all right, Carter, you could pick out a toy. I'm like, yeah, Carter could pick out a toy. Go ahead, do your thing, man. So he grabs this Iron Man hand with the 5 Infinity Stones on there. Or maybe 6, I think it's 6. So he grabbed that, playing with it and stuff. And then he grabs the Thor's hammer. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. All right, whatever. You want to get both of them, that's cool, no problem. No problem. I said, my wife, she already done okey doke me. I said, Carter, you know what? Just go do your thing, man. Do your thing. So then, Carter, there's this other toy. There's this like monster looking thing. It's like slime or gel or something. I forgot what it is. He didn't even open it last night. But anyway, so he's looking at it. And like, he said, I want to feel that to see if it's soft or not. So he does that. I turn my back and we start walking toward the front of the store. And then we get to the front of the store. We get to the checkout and he still got it. And I'm like, hold up, this dude, all he did, he said that he just wanted to feel it to see if it was soft or not. And he ended up bringing the toy all the way to the front to the cash. I said, oh, well, boy. I said, she training them early. I caught it on okey doke me too. But it's all good. We end up getting that stuff. We end up getting the 3 toys for him. She got a milk, bacon. I think that actually might have been it, though. And oh, no, that wasn't even the worst part, though. I forgot that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was she really got me. And I said, oh, you're slick with it, huh? What she did, I told y'all she had the Target, the $25 gift card on her phone. So while we like right at the cash register and we at the self-checkout, start swiping stuff, she's like, oh man, I forgot my login. I said, what? She said, oh man, I forgot my login. I can't get into to get my gift card. I said, oh, you slick with it, man. You slick. Now all of a sudden you forgot your login when it's time to check out and when it's time to pay for it. Cause it's funny, cause I was making fun of her because I was like, man, and I mean all our money's together, so it ain't no big deal. We all together. But anyway, I was making fun of her because and the reason I said that because I don't want people to think, oh man, like she not gonna be able to spend, or she contribute but can't spend. No, it ain't nothing like that. But I was making fun of her earlier when we were by the toys, cause I was like, man, I said, oh, I said that cause she had already had the milk, and the milk was like $4 or $5, and she had the bacon. I think the bacon maybe like $4 a piece, maybe $5 a piece. I don't remember. So she had those 2 things, and then we was in the toy section for Carter, and he grabbed them toys, and I was like, oh, I said, you about to make that $25 gift card stretch a little bit. And she was like, And I was like, when she said, I said, hold up, man. Wait a minute. And then we get to the front. We get to the cash register. She's like, oh, I can't log in. I don't know how to log in to use my gift card. I forgot my password. I said, man, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. But anyway, man. So we got the stuff. And we left. So yeah, that was an eventful trip to Target. But of course, those eventful trips, it happens. I think when you married, it happens. Or you got a significant other. Then if you got kids, it happens. If you got a significant other, it happens. Even if you got some friends who will do that stuff. But with it being her, that's my wife. She can get away with it. Now, if it was somebody else now, nope. Not gonna fly. Not at all. But anyway, it is what it is. So, we also went to another puppy store. And I know a lot of y'all appreciate y'all. Like, I know my guy Cam was saying to try to go to like a shelter, maybe even Craigslist or something like that, if we're looking for a dog for a reasonable price. Because, man, these dogs, boy, I don't know if it's inflation or what, but, man, these dogs be crazy prices. But we did go to a place. We went to a place close to Aventura Mall. Because on Saturday, we went to Aventura Mall. We were just walking around, chilling. We as soon as we got in there, they have like this like little farmers market type of thing at the mall, to where all these people have these different stands, and they still of course had the regular stores in Aventura. Love Aventura, by the way. That's one of my favorite malls down here, between Aventura and Sawgrass. I probably had to give it to Aventura. I'd love it. It's just, I mean, Sawgrass is really cool too, and especially for people who not from down here, not from South Florida, you go to either one of those two malls, it's like, oh wow. But even for us that live down here, you still go to those two malls, like, oh wow, love it. And they always making improvements too. That's a big thing. But anyway, we were in Aventura on Saturday. We walk in there. First thing we get is bubble tea. The boba tea. The boba tea. So it's the tea, you can get it flavored or whatever, and they put the bobas in there. I love it, man. So good. So I got one, my wife got one, Carter didn't want one. But then we walked a little further down, and there was this place selling chocolate chip cookies and all these different cookies, Spider-Man cookies, all these different cookies. So Carter, he wanted some chocolate chip cookies, so we got him 3 of those, and they were good. They were good. First Carter and my wife, they had one. And I was like, I don't want to eat one yet, because with me, it's kind of weird. If like, I knew it was going to happen, but I was like, I don't want to eat it yet, because whatever. But if I'm hungry and I eat like a sweet like that, like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie, if I eat a sweet like that's similar to that, then it could be good. But like afterwards, I have this like sort of nauseous feeling, like slightly nauseous or slightly like just like aftertaste. And they'd be like, I don't know what it is, but it ain't nothing big, ain't no big deal, anything like that. But I was like, nah, I don't want that yet. I'll just wait. So anyway, we were at the mall, and then I saw Andre Johnson, former NFL wide receiver. He used to play for the Texans, and then I think he played for the Titans like 1 year, like toward the end of his career. But he played for the Texans. That Titans here, we don't even need to talk about that. But Andre Johnson, beast receiver, he used to play for the Texans. He was amazing, man. That dude was an amazing player. He was recently even on the I Am Athlete podcast episode from a couple weeks ago. And when I watched him play, like, I'm like, man, this guy got to be like 6'4", 6'5". He's a big guy. But then I'm looking it up right now. It says he's 6'3". And I'm like, oh, I thought he was taller than that. But he played. I mean, that's not short at all. But he played big. But I saw him at the mall, and I was like, with him, everybody had a mask on and stuff. But with him, like, just them eyes, man. He got them small beady eyes, man. And it's like, and you could just tell, like, there's not many people that look like him. Well, he kind of looked like a little kid almost. But I'm like, but he didn't even stand out or anything like that. He just had on a white T-shirt and some shorts, and he was walking with his lady. And we passed him at first, and I was thinking real quick, like, is that him? And I was like, you know what? I said, Dre, and he turned around and gave me a head nod and gave a little like fist. He put a fist in the air, like saying what's up, and then kept it moving. And that was it. So just like he was like in the NFL, man. Yes, that's his personality. That low profile. They're not looking for a bunch of attention, but just keep it moving. I said, cool. I was just going to say what's up to him. Or I did just say, all I said was Dre, and when he gave the head nod, I gave a little head nod back, and that was it. And kept it moving. And then later on that same day, we were walking, and I saw this guy come out of a store, and he was tall. And I looked at him, and I was like, he had his eyes, and he had his little short dreads. Well, yeah, I guess dreads, twists, whatever. I guess he's starting out the process, but so they're like in the stage where they like long twists with like short dreads. But they weren't hanging yet; they were still sticking up. And I was like, man, that guy. I was like, he looked like Teddy Bridgewater. But I was like, I don't know if his hair is that long. I don't know. I know Teddy Bridgewater is from down here. He's from Miami. He went to Northwestern, I believe. I'm like 99.9% sure. But I know he's from down here. I looked at the guy, looked him in the eye, and he was alone. He wasn't with anybody. I'm like, I don't know if that's him. So then, me and my wife and Carter, we kept walking a little bit more, and I started looking up on my phone. I'm like, I'm trying to look for a recent picture of Teddy Bridgewater to see what his hair looks like. Because I'm like, I feel like that was him, but I'm not 100% sure. So I look him up, and then I saw an interview that he had did like 3 days prior to that. And it was him. And I looked at the hair and I was like, oh, that was him. That was Teddy Bridgewater. And it was like, oh man, yeah, I was telling my wife, I said, I wish I would have said something to him. Wish I would have just said what's up, man. Not nothing crazy, anything like that, but just say what's up to him. But it was him. It's like, oh, okay, so I guess this is just a day that all these NFL dudes just chilling at the mall down here in Miami. But it is what it is. But it's like I said, it's a nice mall. If you ever come to Miami, go to Aventura. You'll appreciate it. Even if you don't buy nothing, just go for the vibe. It's nice. I really love Aventura a lot. And it's like the restaurants are nice. The atmosphere is nice. They even got the little water play area for the kids and stuff. So you could even go to Aventura. Say for instance, you don't feel like, I want to go to a water park, but I don't feel like going to no water park. It's small now. The water park is small, but they got these statues that like shoot water out of them and stuff, and it's like a little splash pad. That's what it is. It's a little splash pad for the kids and stuff. So that they can go do that. Like one kid we saw when we were coming in, they were leaving. The family was leaving. One kid was like crying, and he was in regular clothes. He was crying because he was wet. I guess he ain't want to leave because he was having so much fun. But yeah, I love that place. So anyway, with Aventura, you know what? I forgot what we were talking about now. Aventura. I forgot what subject we were on before. See, end up going left, and I can't recover from this left. Yeah, I really forgot. Wow, I'm an old man. See, that's what I talked. That's why I said I needed a podcast, because when we go, we supposed to be going right now, but we made a slight left again, and this time, like the left that we made, it ended up taking us on a far detour. Like a crazy far detour. But anyway, we had a good time, man. Oh, that's what it was. The puppy store. We went to the puppy store after we left Aventura. Well, first, actually, before we went to the puppy store, we went to Wendy's. Oh man, this Wendy's, their fries were so good. Nuggets were not, but the fries were great. They were so good. Anyway, went to the puppy store. But what my wife did, and I really appreciated that she did this, because we've been kind of looking, like not like serious looking, we're just like looking, just scoping stuff out, see if somebody got like a good deal for a good dog. But what my wife did, which was really smart, she told Carter ahead of time before he even stepped foot in the store. She said, "Hey Carter, we're gonna go in here. We're not gonna get anything. We're just gonna look." And she said, "Hey, do you still want to go?" He was like, "Yeah, I do." Yeah. She said, "You sure?" She said, "We're not going to get anything, but we're just going to look. And do you still want to go in?" He's like, "Yeah, I still want to go in." So, okay, cool. So we went in, and we were there for a little while. He pointed at all these dogs, I like this one, I like that one. And then when we left, no tears, no crying, no pouting, no whining, nothing. I was like, oh, great. I love this. But anyway, when we were at that store, like this store, they had the cheapest prices for dogs that I've seen, period. They had the cheapest prices. I had not seen anybody's prices be able to compare to these prices that we've seen so far. Still, some of them were still a little expensive, but it was the cheapest. The cheapest prices that I've seen. But thing that got me, and I, even though they were cheap price dogs and stuff, I told my wife, I said I wouldn't get a dog from there. I wouldn't. And the reason why I wouldn't get a dog from there was because one of the people that worked there, she just, it seemed like she was just there to collect the check. And I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, because there's not. But for an investment like this, like a dog, like this is, you are adding another family member. For an investment like that, I wouldn't want to get it from somebody who just doesn't even care. I wouldn't. I couldn't do it, because she was just there. Maybe she could have been having an off day, because that could have been it too. But I was just like, nah, because it didn't seem like she even really cared for the dogs too much. It just seemed like it was like, whatever, I'm here. If you need me, cool, let me know. If you don't, okay, cool, let me know. She didn't say that, but because she did ask if we need any help. We said, no, we're just looking. She said, okay. And just when I watch her interact with the dogs and stuff, even when a different customer, there was another customer who they wanted to go play with a dog in one of them little areas, so she got it for him. And like she wasn't explaining anything about the dog, anything like that. She just let them play with the dog, and that was it. And I'm like, okay. So I just, and then on top of that too, and this is even the more important thing, the dogs, again, good prices for them. Well, best prices that we've seen so far for them. But the condition that those dogs were in, it just, the crates, the cages that they were in, it just, some of them just looked dirty. Like they had their poop in there. And I know that it's a lot of dogs. It was a lot of dogs in there. So you can't be on top of it like that, especially because I think it was just only like 2 people working in the store at that time. But it just looked like they were not being kept in good condition, man. And I was like, I ain't feeling this. So they did have a nice boxer, this nice all black boxer. He's a little older though. I think it was like 8 months, 9 months. You know, I guess and I've learned this over time while we've been looking for dogs. The older the dog, the cheaper it is, because again, it's not a puppy. But then I think at the same time, even though I think it would be fine, but at the same time, I wouldn't even want to take any risk. Like with a dog that we didn't know. I would rather get a dog from youth, from when they're young, when they're a puppy or whatever. So the dog, Carter would know the dog would know him, and they just, relationship continues to grow. And with us too, obviously. So yeah, we still looking. Nothing set in stone yet. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, I wouldn't be getting a dog from that place. Anyway, Team Keep It Clean, appreciate y'all listening. Thank you for coming through for another episode of the podcast. I love y'all. On the main channel, we got a special interview coming up pretty soon. It's just something different, but it should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to doing it. May end up doing it today. I don't know when I don't even know if I'm going to do it today or not, but that's cool. Y'all know I don't like announcing stuff unless it's like set in stone that it's going to happen. So it is going to happen. So y'all just stay on the lookout for that. I appreciate y'all though. Thank you for coming through and listening. Y'all have a real good one. And we out.